So I moved the ladies this morning. So the hens are on ground that they've been on before, but it's been a couple of months. So you can see that they are very busy digging in the grass, pulling out all the good stuff. Some of the grass has seed heads on it, and they'll eat all of that as well. There's Sauron the rooster's little palace. And it took a little while to get them moved this morning. I was just slow. But when we first put them out here, this was much more scrubbish. Wasn't a lot of grass covering the ground. There was a lot of compacted, old brambles and stuff that we had, that remained after we had to like clear all of this. And now look at it, after just one visit from the hens months ago, it's just become so much richer and thicker. Also helps that I've cut it a couple times, but not much, and we've had some good rains here in the spring. It's just so cool to see them doing this and just being so happy. It's really satisfying. This past weekend, we did our last batch, I'm pretty sure, our last batch of meat birds, our Jumbo Cornish Cross broilers for the summer. We had a video on it just recently called Harvest Day number 2. That was the previous harvest. Then we did another one this weekend to bring in the last of the birds. And so it's getting too hot every day now. I mean, it's mid to high 80s, and it's going to get a little bit warmer, I think, as we get into, the summer months. And so we made the decision to not try and grow and harvest any more birds during that time, because it's really hot. These birds grow super fast, and their bodies are very warm anyway. So when you pick them up, like around their chest, it's just like a furnace going in there, and it could be really dangerous for them. I know they get harvested at the end of the 8 weeks, but the idea is that when we raise them, we put them on this beautiful pasture, which they have done a fantastic job on, by the way. This was the same way as where the hens are. It wasn't quite as lush, and now there's some places that are just so thick and dark and rich that it blows your mind compared to where it started. But we put them out here and we go through this process, and the objective is that they should only ever have one bed day. All right, that's harvest day for them. And part of that also means considering the conditions in between. If it's going to be super hot, like it will be here in a Florida summer, already this time of year, the birds would be panting on some days when the temperature got up there. That's just not, I don't want to create conditions where the birds are going to have heart attacks and whatever else. So I think we're gonna take a pause on growing our meat birds for the summer. We're in talks with some folks about selling them meat birds, and it may drive us to try and find a way to do production in the summer. And that's okay. We'll figure it out. One of the things, that's one of the reasons why, I've been working so hard at clearing all the woods out, is because I believe that if we get that cleared out in between and then leave the rows of big trees, there's so much shade in there. It's almost literally like a 10-degree drop when you walk into that area. So it may be a case of that we run birds inside the woods, which would be okay. We'll just have the fencing up and everything. And the fencing combined with, the tractors, we may be able to continue production. I just don't know yet. And I've got to finish clearing the woods anyway. So it's going to take a little time before we get anywhere like that. But, oh, and I don't know if you noticed that's the same area that we did all the wood chips before. All right.